Hey everyone, here we are at the end of Finished Vehicle Logistics North America 2024 after another day packed with content and networking across the industry. We focused today on a number of different things, including the regulatory side. We had Christine Casey from the California State Transportation Agency talking about the investment that the state of California is putting in to support ports, to support roads, to reduce traffic and reduce inefficiencies in the chain, as well as invest in sustainable transport, whether that's wind, energy, hydrogen projects, a number of different initiatives. $1.2 billion from the state. That supplements, of course, from federal funding and private investment, and just sort of shows just one example of how at the state level there's a big focus on logistics. Christine is part of a group that was created in the wake of the supply chain crises a couple of years ago to try to prevent that ever happening again. And I think that sort of reaction to crisis, the sort of steps to take to mitigate and avoid the kind of issues that we've seen over the past few years, certainly present across so many of our speakers and participants over the last couple of days. We saw that in our session, for example, focused on data-led logistics, where we heard from the likes of Nissan's Jeremy Johnson, on how Nissan is really democratizing its data, making greater access to analysis, using it in RFQs and tenders to better visualize the services that it needs, to better visualize what its carriers are able to provide, and interestingly, to work with established and new providers in new ways based on their capabilities. And those opportunities in digitalization are, of course, carried across many speakers and platforms at the event, including in our final panel, where we also heard from Glovis and from Jack Cooper on how they're using digital tools to optimize the network, to look at how weather might impact certain operations and traffic flow and patterns and things like that. We also had some doses of reality. There was definitely nerves in the industry when we look at the softening of EV sales, some softening of retail sales, what the reactions are to try and push volumes from other areas. It puts strain on the finished vehicle logistics network, creates some uncertainty at a time when carriers have certainly faced high costs, inflation is still high interest rates. So the industry is still, in many ways, grappling how it moves sustainably forward on these kinds of things. But again, a real focus on open communication and feedback. Marisol Vasquez from Glovis was really encouraged to hear feedback from carriers on perhaps where volume planning really was inefficient for them, where they sent the wrong number of trucks or drivers waiting for a certain expectation of volume. That sort of insight is really valuable to the OEM. Or a company like Glovis, to make sure that they can help to better plan the flow and help everybody to win better at that. So I think you see that sort of honest, open exchange is something the industry absolutely needs, and we're very pleased at Finished Vehicle Logistics North America to be able to bring it to you. So this is part of our ongoing series of events. Of course, we're looking forward to continuing these discussions elsewhere, like in Nashville when we hold our Automotive Logistics Digital Strategies event, in Dearborn later this year, in September for Global, and of course in Mexico for our Mexico event, amongst our other global conferences. So hope you've enjoyed some of the highlights that you've seen over the past couple of days. We still have some more interviews and insights to share with you here on LinkedIn and YouTube, on our Automotive Logistics blog, covering key highlights of the event as well. So check out more of that, and there's plenty more opportunity to engage with this industry and to tell us what you think and make sure we're covering the right topics. So that's me signing off here from Huntington Beach, California at 2024 Finished Vehicle Logistics North America. Look forward to seeing you at another event very soon.